I'm drinking some sencha. Good morning, everybody. Welcoming to the Mystic Village. I'm your brother, Tanet here. A shout out to last night because, yes. Buenos dias, everybody. Good morning, everybody. Another day to live your best life, love your damn self. When you become a servant of humanity, it's every day. A lot of it is online, a lot of it is in person, but in the moment to moment, you gotta love your damn self. If you're new to the stream, my name is Brother Tanet. We do our best to help people, and that's all we do. Welcoming Rachel. Michael says, I love all of your flutes, but this is definitely one of my favorite. So if you like the drone flute, I have another drone. This is a triple drone. This is a drone, and this is a lower key. Check this out. Big Brooklyn, Amanda, Samurai Hunter, Mr. Duke. Thank you to the gifts, Legend Rachel. Thank you so much. How's the volume, by the way? How did you learn? I was raised I grew up in a Thai temple, and in communities they teach you how to play Thai instruments. Well, one of the first Well, okay, the flute was not the first instrument I tried. It was the tingcha, the drums and other instruments, and then I played the flute, the Thai recorder. Something like this is exactly something like this. And so, okay, right. And so I did not use the flute for sound healing until maybe 2 years ago. Because why? The universe needed me to play the crystal singing bowl for a while, because the crystal singing bowl can hold a lot of space. Right? It can hold a lot of space. It's loud and it's very angelic, and it can easily be overpowering, right? Because you can just buy, because nowadays crystal singing bowls are very affordable, and a lot of people are making noise, and there's a consequences of not paying attention to what the sound's doing to people. Right. Now the real first sound healing instruments I got were more Tibetan singing bowls. And of course your own chanting, your own singing is, because it's all very delicate. Energy is very delicate. You have to listen to what the universe tells you to do. The tone of voice you're speaking at. The universe shows you how to bring harmony to people's lives by bringing it to your own life first, right? How do you get rid of anger? You have to learn about peace. But of course the real contemplation is, when will you get tired of being an angry person? When do you want to stop deciding that I don't make room for anger in my heart? So even if my mind gets irritated, I don't take angry action. Why? Because I just don't identify as an angry person. So most of the time I don't. Even when my mind gets irritated, I don't respond to it, because why? That's not who I am. But some of y'all don't know that, because you need to learn to reprogram, rewire your consciousness. Because if you can live a life where you don't need to use anger, just imagine that. A life where you don't use anger, but peace. Some people want you to submit, want to trigger you, want to annoy you. You just kind of like gently walk away. You just take a deep breath and realize some people are here for a fight. Remember this, it takes two people to fight. If you don't fight, they just fight themselves. And again, this is more of a tradition, this is more of a modern style Dharma. If you're not ready to do the work, what I'm doing here is gonna be so annoying to some people. Because why? A lot of spirituality on TikTok, it leads to what? Link in the bio. Here he goes again. They don't know. This is a different time zone. Dude, don't ruin it. This is a different time zone. They don't know what's about to happen. Janella says, I do. Shh, there's a lot of new people. Now, we have fun in here, and we get real in here. We're focusing on more practicality, and I don't do too much of philosophy because there's a lot of that already. And whenever you keep something Whenever you don't share your knowledge with people, a lot of times it's because they're looking for you to check their link in the bio for a private one-on-one for $100. Because they're practicing conditional love, energy exchange. Right? Energy exchange, a very popular way to capitalize on people's sadness. If anyone subscribe, okay, don't expect anything, okay? You subscribe on your own will. There's no promise that you're gonna get anything. I gotta give you that disclaimer, okay? If you subscribe, that's on you. I gotta say that because the other day, like, just because you're waiting in the live, waiting to talk to me, don't expect that you're gonna get it. Because if the energy is not good, we gotta make sure that the community is good first before we're doing one-on-ones, right? Because doing one-on-one, just found out I'm pregnant. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Hey, shout out to Lexi. Just found out she's pregnant. Congratulations. I meant to ask to shout out how to shout pent up energy through music. Ooh. How to release negative energy through music. I like that. I love that question. Let me show you. Who has a tongue drum? Okay, so like for example, if I wanted to release negative energy through the drum, what would I do? Drum without thinking. Drum with feeling. Because sometimes you have anger that you need to address and you need to but you want to stay centered, okay? You're not here to like pound the drum. You want to just keep putting your feeling and emotion. You may have anger, but you're not the anger. You may have sadness feeling, but you're not your sadness. You are a divine being, you are a holy being, but sometimes you just forget. Why? Because you don't practice. Right? You need to learn to practice, to be in the moment. And when you're in your head, some of y'all say, I don't sing. You do sing. And you sing for yourself. Yes, you might be off pitch, but guess what? You're singing to release the things that don't serve you. If you're sad, sometimes you just need to you sound just like the instruments you play. That's the secret. You don't play the instrument. The instrument use you to play. Right? That's right. The singing bowl, they want to use you, right? The universe want to work through you. You're not here to use the universe. You're not here to use the singing bowl. The singing bowl uses you to be the singing bowl. You want one more? And remember to breathe. This is so important. Remembering to breathe. You're not in a rush to breathe to get somewhere. We're not in a rush to breathe to clear any emotion. We're breathing to enjoy it. Right? Because if you try to breathe to relax and you don't relax, you think something is wrong. Number girl says, thanks, because I totally not breathing. Breathe, breathe. Be aware of your breath. The drum sounds like a nice stress reliever. How about this? I'm not a musician. I'm a sound healer. But a lot of people who have sound healing tools, they make noise. They play the same thing over and over, and you don't feel the love. Because that's what they know. Because some people, when you have not unblocked yourself, you're just playing routine sounds. Right? But when you allow yourself to be vulnerable, when you let yourself feel what you feel, love flows through you on a moment-to-moment, day-to-day. And on the days that love doesn't flow, you begin to be aware. Love's not flowing right now. What must I do to flow the love within me? Use what you know. If you light sage, use the sage. If you light copal, if you light frankincense, use your thing. Some of y'all got singing bowls sat on your shelf. Okay? Some of y'all got little statues of peace that sat in some corner. And you need to learn to connect with what you got already. And what you got is called love. Prudy says, all insecurities, jealousy, attachment have rose up in me since his passing. The body can transition to another, right? The body can dissolve, but the energy continues. This is why karma, cause and effect. You cannot run away from your karma. So might as well face it. Amazon says, what if I don't want to breathe? Most people aren't even aware they're breathing. Because why? We're playing Call of Duty right now or whatever. Right, we're too busy to practice. So after years of meditation, you become somebody. You have strings attached to situations. And if strings, right, these strings is karma, which means you got something either positive or negative. If you have unhealed karma or unhealed situations with some things, you have to learn to let things go, to forgive yourself, to forgive others, or else you will transfer that pain to somebody else. Hurt people, hurt people. How do you detach from the strings? Be in a present moment. and the baggage will rise to the surface. Oh, let go. I'm still angry at that person even though they're not here. I forgive with all my heart because people hurt. Hurt people. And if I'm hurt and I don't forgive and I don't let go, I hurt somebody else. The more you hold on to negativity, the more your life becomes miserable. Why not let go? They don't deserve my forgiveness. Well, I guess you can just hold on to negativity until you do. Happiness is your responsibility. Happiness is a practice. How do I forgive my partner who has harmed me in the past? Number one, when somebody is an abuser, they too have been abused by their environment. If that person had love, they would not be an abuser. We're not here to be buddy-buddy with them and hang out with our abusers. We're here to let that go so we can be happy. But it's hard to let that go when inside it feels like this. But we do it like this. People who hold on to negativity, they have this sad stillness within their consciousness because they're still angry at that abuser. And so that abuser live within their consciousness rent free. How do you invite them out? I forgive you because if I'm going to be angry at that person, you got to be angry at their mama and daddy who did not teach them love. You got to be angry at their temple, at their church, at their religion, at their everything. Why do all that? Just let go. They didn't know better. And so with loving community, some people project their anger at you. Some people are desperate for your love and attention because they just don't know they could love themselves. Right? Some people don't know they can love themselves. This is why there's no link in the bio. That's why we have a running that's why we have a running joke in this stream called link in the bio. In your sadness and misery, people will look for $20 from you. People will look for a full reading, $88.88, and it doesn't even lead you to healing. You just go, thank you so much for that reading. But your life stays the same. I'm sharing with you these priceless wisdom and knowledge passed down from generation of practitioners for free. You know why? God's plan, the Buddha's plan, the Jesus. Right nowadays, when they see you weak, hey, link in the bio. A mini reading, $11. Send it to my CashApp or Venmo. And you know how they market? Welcome. Right? They smile with positive vibes. This is marketing. Link in the bio. Because you just need loving validation. They're giving you loving validation, but there's a condition. I'm giving you this positive energy, but there's strings attached. Now, conditional love is still love. So when they charge you for healing, it's still love, but there's conditions involved. But when there's conditions, it's not pure. And if it's not pure energy, the healing won't be complete. Why? Did Jesus ever charge people money for healing? Did Buddha charge people for some Dharma, for spiritual talk? But nowadays, people don't know what that is. Why? It starts with me and you, just helping people. But instead, we gotta make sure our life is good. We gotta make sure our bank account is good. I'm not on here thinking about, how can I make a ton of money from being here? But over time, I'm open to it, but I'm not here to be like, by the way, if you want a private reading, right? Because everybody else is doing that. And look at how is TikTok a peaceful place? Right? Last night, hey, thank you, brother John Ra. Thank you for your blessings. Right? All right, last night, some people try to attack. Right? Some people try to blame me for helping them for free. Now, if you subscribe, don't expect anything, okay? Don't expect anything. I'm here to do my part. If people want to, support, great. But the moment because the moment some of y'all are looking for conditional love. And so what do I do? What did we do last night? Jesus is free. Hey, shout out to Jesus. Shout out to Muhammad too. Shout out to the shamans too. The one that aren't charging people for some ceremony where they go 10 times and still haven't found healing yet. I wish to learn more about Buddhism. I've been teaching you the whole time. Samurai Hunter says Jesus healed the poor, not charged them. No, but Jesus said he just need $11.11 for a mini reading. How do you get rid of generational curses? They're like, wait, is this guy a clown or is he like, what's going on right now? Is this guy serious? Is it a fake guru? I don't even know. It's Mr. Quacker's fault. Is it? He tell me to crack the joke, okay? So if you want to, what was that question again? If you want to get rid of generational curse, you have to pay attention why it happens. For example, the amount of sadness from some generational, let's not call them generational curses, okay? Because we're making it like we're attaching a really. It's plain Jane. It's just ignorance. Hurt people. People who yell at each other, yell at each other, yell at each other, yell at each other. Because they need education and knowledge. Talking about God and love doesn't mean that you actually feel inside. Just because you meditate doesn't mean you have actually let go of your sadness, of your baggage. You can sit there and still be angry at your ex-husband. But what happens? You buy a bowl, you ring it, you buy a bunch of crystal, namaste. And in your eyes, you're still angry at your ex-husband. You still hating your ex-wife? So through contemplation and meditation, you begin to observe why do I come from, like, where does the abuse come from? A lot of people, they don't know how to heal. We pray to God, we pray hard, healing, but the abuse continues to transfer from generation, right? So praying is only part of the answer, right? Meditation is part of the answer. But when you begin to get triggered, your mind gets triggered, but you don't take triggering action, right? Your mind goes, but your heart, you remember God in your heart. You remember your ancestors. You remember the Buddha. You remember Bob Marley. One love. I choose love. Hey, shout out to Jesus. Some people are here and their God is Jesus Christ. In here, we respect that. I'm not here to convert people. Some people are here for the Buddha. I'm not here to convert people. I'm here because of love and healing. Because why? I just want to see you happy. And it's not as easy as just one live stream. Right? I've been live streaming and helping people for years. And recently I have been just integrating with this system called TikTok, and it has been really challenging and amazing because I'm not here because it's easy. If I want it to be easy, I'll stay on Insight Timer meditation app. What is it you're trying to accomplish? I just want to see my brothers and sisters feel happiness on a day-to-day basis. And when you're happy, I want to see that your joy, you become a lighthouse and you help your family feel joy too. There's no agenda for me to, I'm not here for religion. I'm here for God, for love, for spirituality, for peace, for harmony. And it doesn't need to be religious. There's no link in the bio. There's no private one-on-one. Last night we were doing live talking and some people didn't get what they wanted. Some people get triggered. It's easier to blame, but the pain continues, right? Imagine if you're sad. You seem normal. Yeah. I'm not special. I'm just like everybody. Right? But the one thing I do feel, I feel love in my heart. I let go quickly. It's easy to be peaceful. So when the days that may be challenging, I just remember, thank you so much for my life. I'm grateful that I'm breathing today. I'm grateful that I don't have to fight religious battles and be political, and that happiness can be simple, but some people want it to be difficult because they want it my way, right? My love is the only way. This is the only way. You should follow this way. If you scream louder, are they gonna just follow or what? Love your damn self already. The kingdom of God is not in the sky. It's within. Happiness is not in the sky. Happiness is not a destination. Happiness is the journey. But saying all these things, people are like, oh, there goes that cliche thing again. The deep spiritual truth seems very cliche to people who are not practiced. Because why? It's like, be in the now. Oh, that's a great poster at Marshall's. I can go to Walmart. Seize the day. And so people look at that and like, dope. Hell yeah. Be in the now. I agree with that. I'm here. Are they? How can we be here? We're on TikTok and we're in our heads. Right. And so the energy in this stream, my duty is to make sure that there's peace here. Right? Sometimes it's less peaceful. And when it's less peaceful, when people want to hear more talking and they're not present with, like, we can be talking wisdom and people are just talking about their philosophy, my philosophy, but we're not feeling love. We're philosophizing about love, but it's missing feeling. So when the energy gets wild, what happens? I just stop. Because people in their heads don't know how to deal with silence. People who are political, people with big ego, people here for a fight, they don't know how to deal with breathing. And so if you just chill long enough, the people who are looking for more noise, more words, they eventually leave because there's no one to fight but themselves. So they sound like they just hear the sound of their own voice and they're like, oh. Now, so if it gets really wild, what happens? If that doesn't work, do we just give? No. When you work for God, when you work for the universe, God gives you so many tools, right? If that doesn't work, what do we do? Don't worry about a thing. Every little thing is gonna be alright. If that doesn't work, right? Usually, right? Hallelujah, 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 hallelujah. If that doesn't work, Why does he act like a clown? Wait, is this serious or is this serious or not serious? Why is he keep joking around? Why does he keep doing silly stuff? Welcoming lucid being. Yes, this is cosmic. Why is he mewing? He's supposed to be serious like guru dude. It sounded really good and then he starts mewing. If you want to start studying Buddhism, just watch your breath. And see what gets in the way. Yes, from Twitch. I'm on Twitch right now. Samurai Hunter. Samurai Hunter says, what's your advice for people with ADHD? Clearly, I have a lot of that. Because why? It's called energy. It's called energy that's really difficult to tame. Which is why you see the whole time. I have been sitting the same way the whole time to make sure my energy is flowing and centered. That's why you see me joking around. That's why you see me because I need to be doing that. Right? But the whole time you have to have a deep discipline in meditation so that you can tame your mind, especially if you have ADHD, because you have been blessed with a lot of energy and you need to learn how to tame that energy. And so when you practice for a long time, your tone of voice is a meditative one. The pacing of your speaking is meditative. The way you sit is consistent. Everything that you're doing tames your energy. And on the days that the energy gets wild, I just keep living my life, because when you practice for a long time, you naturally live a peaceful meditative life, even when the storm comes, when the test happens. Yeah, so if the energy gets wild, for myself, now one of my secret, I relax my eyeballs. I'm 35 years old. Okay. I relax my eyeballs. Because many people in their head, if you just remember to relax and relax your eyeballs, it does so much for your system, for my system. When I relax my eyeball, my whole body I use the word, I just simmer in peace. Like, when the ramen is simmering, how do you relax? And when we are on the phone all the time, right, you get the blue light, our eyes very strained. When we're driving, our eyes strained. When we're stressed, our eyes really strained. So when you relax your eyeballs, you relax your eyebrows. When you relax, the great wall of stress on your forehead, right? Because whenever you're really, really stressed, many people scrunch their forehead. And if you do it long enough, it's permanent. Because of the lack of awareness of how you're treating your body. When you're really stressed, sometimes your shoulders get really tense because when you're doing something, you don't know you're contracting your muscle. But through meditation, right? Through meditation, your legs become spaghetti, right? Before, my leg used to be like this. I'm like, ow, 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 ow. Why do people do this? Ow, 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 ow. But after a while, you find different techniques that help you to slowly relax your legs. And eventually you get to this called half lotus. When you get to half lotus, it's so much already because it's really difficult to just get here, right? Let alone sit on the ground. Some people like, do you need to sit on the ground? No, I'm Thai. I'm born in Thailand. Right? So when you get to half lotus, because it takes so much effort to just sit here without leaning on the wall. So in the beginning, when I learned to meditate, when I learned to sit on the ground, I had to fold 2 pillows and lean on the wall. Because why? My back hurts. My butt hurts. And so having your hips above your knee allows your hips to not be in pain. Right? And eventually you take away one pillow and your joints become more like better. And then as you like stop leaning on the wall, your back becomes stronger. And eventually you get to the half lotus. Because when you get to half lotus, you have really good grounding. And you switch legs to half lotus with the left leg up. And as you do that for a while, eventually you go to the full lotus. You want to slowly do everything, because if you try to do things too quickly, happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the journey. We're not here to sit meditation so we can get here. The reason why we sit in full lotus in meditation is because it's uncomfortable. Meditating a long time is uncomfortable. And so if you're too comfortable in your life, there's no growing pains. When you're too comfortable, right? Right? When you're too comfortable, your mind gets comfortable, and the inspiration, there's no spark. You're just like, yeah, I can chill here for a while. So this is why we want to get out of our comfort zone. When you're too comfortable, it lacks inspiration. So it's like going to the gym and you don't feel any intensity, so you don't have any gains. You maintain your weight, which is a great thing, by the way. Okay, maintaining what you have is great, because just doing that requires a lot of discipline. But for you to keep growing, ow, right? If a baby feels pain from like falling and it doesn't keep doing it, will the baby learn to walk? But when the baby, so human beings, we naturally, pain is inevitable, suffering is a choice. This is what the Buddha said. Happiness is not the destination. We're not here to get to happiness. Happiness is the journey. Because many people, they have all their needs met. They got the car, they got the house, they got the wife, they got the children, they got the business. And then they go, I have everything. But why am I not happy? I have everything but happiness. And so when they lack that, what happens? They may find a sugar baby, They may find different hobbies to like escape from because they're not really happy. Substance. And I got lost in substance for many years of my life. I'm grateful to be alive here. But of course, many people, have heard that already. So, yes, happiness. In the beginning, when I was unhappy, I always blame people. When you're unhappy and you blame somebody, your life's still the same. You can blame your mama, you can blame your ex, you can blame your boss, but you're still miserable. So blaming isn't going to change the outcome. What will change the outcome? Changing your perception, changing your emotion, changing the way you live your life, the way you eat, the way you think. Even, right? Tupac said it. Things will never be the same. Gotta make a change. It's time for us. Damn, Tupac made it. Tupac made it in this one. That's the first time I mentioned it. This is called tradition. This is called modern Dharma. Okay, like if you're looking for a monk, I'm not a monk. There's a bunch of monks on here. I'm drinking some sencha. Okay. I've been trained, right? I have teachers. Okay, I grew up in Theravada. My current master is a Mahayana monk who taught me Vajrayana. Like when you hear this, Vajrayana is more Tibetan style or yogic style Buddhism. This is called what? A Tibetan singing bowl. Used to transmute the energy. Right? Right? The gurus, right? Breathing in, be aware that you're breathing in. Slowly breathing out. If one time doesn't work, 2 times. Thank you for the gifts, by the way, Hu and Rain. Breathing in. Can it be that simple to relax and de-stress your life? I used to not think that it was that simple because I didn't believe in this. Like, I didn't practice enough for this to be a powerful tool. So as you become a deep practitioner, instead of choosing stress, you're going to be stressed some days. Right? Not every day is going to be easy. That's called life, people. We don't just practice when the sky is blue, the bird is singing, I see a squirrel. On the days where the storm is here, they blame you. You're broke, you're short on money, you just got heartbroken. Can you share the name of your practice again? No, I grew up in Theravada Buddhism. I was sheltered and grew up in a Thai community here in Houston, Texas, in H-Town. Okay? After a while, I began to explore. After that did not work. It worked, but it didn't lead me to a happy life. So I left Buddhism for a while to go explore different philosophy, which is something like Abraham Hicks, Wayne Dyer, which is more philosophical and spiritual truth. That led me to Michael Beckwith, studying it for 3 years, Thich Nhat Hanh, Alan Watts, right? A lot of studying, really. Right. Hey, why does he keep playing around? You look on it, yeah. The thing is, people, as you help people, it's easy for people to sit and criticize. So I'm at this point, I'm kind of getting used to it now. It's easier to just watch somebody do the work and live stream and be vulnerable. And it's hard it's difficult to, it's not easy, but it's not, that's just how it's going to be. So, sometimes I pretend to be stressed to teach something, right? Because this is called Vajrayana. Om Mani Padme Hum comes from the Bodhisattva Avalokitesvara. Sometimes Avaloki will use humor to help you pay attention to wisdom, because when you just hear the Four Noble Truths, life is suffering. Suffering is life. There's a cause and effect. There's a law of impermanence. Nothing is permanent except change. There's a way to exit and find deeper, lasting happiness. They call that enlightenment. How do we get there? Practice. Practice what works. If Jesus works for you, practice Jesus. If Muhammad works for you, practice that. If the flutes work for you, practice the damn flutes. Right? Practice what brings you joy. Because sometimes you think it brings you happiness, but you don't feel it. Right? When you see the little kids playing piano, why? Because mama made them. So you see these kids are so stressed out to play the piano. They don't want to play the piano. Their mama needs them to play the piano. So they achieve it and they're under so much stress. Right? They're playing the piano and then that's my son. And the kid's like, I'm trying to play some Roblox right now. I'm trying to play soccer. But I can't play soccer until I go to piano practice first. And so later in life, they look to escape from the grasp of the parental programming and the societal programming. Because that's what's taught to parents when they were children. And the parents, so it's a lineage. So if you come from a lineage of people who have high expectations for each other, and you're not truly happy, that's what happens, right? You achieve a lot. You find a lot of societal success, but behind that societal success, you see a lot of people get involved with substance. Why? It's so much stress that if you don't have any practice in meditation or have something to deal with your stress, some people, they just buy stuff. But the stress is still there. Some people, they go to the link tree. Are you in front of a screen? So at night, I have a different setup, okay? And thank you for your blessings. WNF, thank you so much. Thank you for your kindness. And thank you for all the positivity in the chat, because it's a nice thing. This is called Bansuri. This is called a Chang Bansuri, which is a bass Bansuri. And when I play this, my heart I'm like floating. Float. Thank you, Rebecca. Funny thing is, I used to be I'm a I would, no, I went to massage school. And God told me, this is not the way for you. So I went to, okay, what's the way then? Welcoming Sam. Now, for those of you who like more of the Japanese vibe, this is more of a Japanese flute. This is called Akibono. I got this on Etsy from somebody in Portugal. And it's a lovely flute. I call this one the Zen Master. This is called an akebono, a transverse flute, which means it's played sideways. If you notice, okay, brothers and sisters, I don't talk a lot about philosophy because there's a ton of it out there already. I'm focusing on the energy and on the practicality of how to transmute or change the energy and your perception, my perception. If you're unhappy, you can change. If you don't like your life, you can change. But the main part, you can change your damn life if you don't like it. Okay? If you're depressed and sad, you can change. You can do it. But here's the thing. Are you open-minded to change? And the reason people can be closed-minded sometimes is because they've been hurt. Or sometimes there's been teachers who are trying to convert them to be more religious. Religion may not work for everybody. For some people, Jesus is king, right? That's what they say. For some people, Buddha is king. For some people, they just need to stop, breathe, and chill. The king is right under your nose. Love your damn self. Any words on freedom from resentments? I don't use that word resentment. Can you tell me what that really means? Yes, I keep my vocabulary simple, so even when I see the word resentment, I don't really use it, so okay. Anger from hurt? What did the Buddha teach? Anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at somebody. You burn your damn self. Like, that makes sense, right? I mean, anger is like grasping a hot coal with the intent of throwing it at some. So if you hold on to resentment, you're kicking your own butt. The person, your abuser abuse you every day that you don't forgive and let go. You become your own abuser when you hold on to resentment. Right? Because when we don't know better, we hold on to resentment and we point. They're the problem, even though we're feeling the hate. Ooh. How do you let go of resentment? How do you let go of anger? Let go of the core. I've been showing you the whole time how to let go. Thank you for the blessings, everybody. Stop. Drop and roll. Stop. Breathe. And slowly exhale. When you feel fire in your heart, you want to add the cooling waters to put out the fire. Okay? So to put out the fire, you choose peace, patience, humility, groundedness, holiness. You can say God. You can say agape. You can say one love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. And then you sit there. What was I worried about? Oh yeah, wait. Oh wait, I don't have to remember the hate. I don't have to remember the worry. But it's trying to teach me something. Practice love. Practice being here with you. And smile. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing is gonna be alright. Don't worry about a thing, 'cause every little thing's gonna be alright. Rise up this morning, smile with the rising sun. 3 little birds perched by my doorsteps, singing sweet songs of melodies pure and true. Singing, this is my message to you. Somebody asked if I do one-on-one. Right now we're having an intimate heart-to-heart. This is it. I'm not here for link in the bio. I'm here to be with you now, to share with you now. Link in the bio for $50 for donation. No, I just right here, because guess what? We're teaching so much. We're learning so much through us being vulnerable. And this is the beautiful. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day. I grew up on Bob Marley. Aww. Hey, you know what? Shout out. You know, I respect Bob Marley so much. He's on the altar. Okay. I got Bob Marley on because why? Oh, pirates, yes, they rob I. Sold I to the merchant ships. Minutes after they took I from the bottomless pit, but my head was made strong by the hand of the Almighty. We forward in this generation triumphantly. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption songs, redemption songs. Emancipate yourselves from mental slavery. None but ourselves can free our mind. Have no fear for atomic energy, 'cause none of them can stop the time. How long shall they kill our prophets while we stand aside and look? Some say it's just a part of it. We've got to fulfill the book. Won't you help to sing these songs of freedom? It's all I ever had. Redemption songs. So through studying Bob Marley's music, I was like, there's something here magical and holy. And when we think about positivity in the modern world, I hear the sound of mystic Bob Marley. Rastaman vibration, yeah, positive. Yeah. Right? So because when you hear that, it's like, it's so magical. Because when you hear Bob Marley, you just want to like sway, you know? Ding, 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 ding. If you get down in your quarrel every day, singing prayers to the devil, I say, I'm like, ooh, sing it, bro. Sorry to hear that. Hospitalized because of hate with broken bones. Well, I'm glad you're still here with us. Lonely Ghost, yeah. Again, it's about love. It's about forgiveness. And also forgiving ourselves. It's about having fun too, because Bob Marley knows how to have fun. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Jesus helps many people. I love and respect Jesus. That's why that's why even though I have a Buddhas here, because I see a lot of people talking about love with Jesus. You gotta respect the work of Jesus. You gotta respect the love of Bob Marley. Right? And some people, Jesus works. For some people, Buddha works. For some people, breathing works. For some people, playing the flute works. Right? For some people, what work, right? But make sure don't abuse your practice. Respect the plant teachers. A lot of people abusing the medicines. Because if you abuse the medicines, you poison yourself. Right? When you turn spirituality into more of a business, it's easily to get corrupted. Why? Because sometimes if you tell people the truth that they don't like, they'll never come back to that business. Which is why there's no link in the bio here. And You can leave at any time. You can go at any time. It allows us to be free and from the heart. And because it's been taught to me that way. Tell God to use you for something good, something great, something powerful. That's what the Master taught me. Just help people. And I was like, what about money? Tell God use you for something good, something great, something powerful. Like, okay, that's it? But it's not that simple. Because the moment you say, okay, God, I want to work for you. Do you? Even, how about, are you willing to do the work even they talk crap about you? Are you willing to continue to serve even though sometimes there's zero money? Right? Are you willing to serve 5 to 10 people and your community don't grow for 2 years? Are you willing to show up for that? Because as you do the work, you will meet light workers who will share with you how to get to the next level. And then you may meet amazing teachers and masters because you about that life. You've been seeking and you will find. Even though some people will yell at you, no, if you're seeking, this is the way. Like, ooh, that doesn't sound like it. And so this is why I'm very picky who I listen to. I'm very picky who I collaborate with. Because I need to know where they come from. What have they practiced? Are they consistent? Do they check their ego on a moment-to-moment basis? Are they humble? Are they loving? Can they deal with the truth without being a big pouty baby? Or are they spiritually immature, but they wear boho clothing? They have an organite on and copper-wrapped ankh on their ears. Right? I'm just here to be real with y'all. I'm extremely selective of who I collaborate with because a lot of it is just more business. Right? I got a ton of sound healing tools. Hey, you should come to my mansion to do sound healing work. We can charge, like, we can split the... I'm like, I don't work for money. I work for God. It's easy, and again, as your gifts unfold, we start thinking, let's use that to make money, because that's what everyone does on TikTok. Link in the bio, right? But I'm here to do something different. There ain't no link in the bio. There's no one-on-one, there's no mini reading, there's no full reading. Right? Us engaging now, and sometimes I get people live on a mic to engage with me one-on-one live, not one-on-one privately, and the money will follow. Right? You're the growth, like you grow, and so my goal is I'm sharing with you how I'm growing on here, and I want to see you grow with me. Now, is it easy? No. Last night on the stream was difficult because some people didn't get what they want. Or some people have some agenda. They want to come on here and they don't want to. There's many leaders who watch other people lead when they need to start doing their work. Right? There's a lot of leaders who have potential who don't put it to use, and they go into other people's streams and they try to express their philosophy. And when they do express their philosophy, many people may not follow and they get stuck at a certain level because what you're saying isn't connecting to people. When you're engaging, when you're connecting and people feel something, it doesn't make them think in their head, it makes them feel something and they're not used to it. It's called unconditional love that don't need link in the bio. But here's the thing, if you charge people, again, don't abuse the price, right? Don't charge so crazy. The worst that I've heard, somebody is charging 10,000 for psychic training. Like, wait. For 4 sessions, 10,000. $2,500 per session for psychic training. What? Wait. 10,000 for knowledge. But that's what we got. Nowadays, they're trying to get any. Nowadays, there's something called a mini reading. I've paid 7,000 for knowledge. I have been taught, help people. I've been taught till God use you for something good, something great, something powerful. Help people unconditionally. I've been taught you don't need to convert people. Just help people. They don't need to follow what you follow. Just help them to happiness. Sometimes it's hard to believe because, it's hard to find. Because once people get a singing bowl, let's do an event with 50 people, $30 a head, 30% to the yoga studio, right? 70%. Some people help you, you split off that. Good business. 50-50. And so it makes people seem like, dang, spirituality is so expensive. And like I said, nowadays there's this thing called mini readings. Well, since they're not going to pay $88.88 for a full reading, a mini reading for $11.11. Some people will, because why? They want to know if Cassandra likes them. They want to know if Daniel has feelings for them. And they'll be willing to pay $33.33 for that consistently. Because some people are looking for love, thinking it's in romance, and they will pay that price to get some knowledge for somebody to just say, you will find love. Do a test, it's cheaper. Dang, y'all dropping the jokes right now. I see some jokes in the chat right now, man. They're dropping the jokes. We don't have to do jokes today. The spiritual everybody doing spiritual stand-up. Again, took me a while to get here. I'm grateful. Because right now we're inspiring each other, but the work to actually heal ourselves is really difficult because when you hold on to some pain for so long, it's hard to let go. So you have to slowly. It may take you some years. And all this, I guess people call it gatekeeping of knowledge. This is just spirituality with result. right? You can be spiritual and your result, not the greatest result. You can be religious, but you don't have good result. They're sleeping around, the pastor sleeping around what they're doing to the children, right? We're here to practice with result. And luckily, we're not here for the money. But I've been taught to be open to money because you know why? Good people who are grounded, when they have money, they'll use it to help other people instead of buy a mansion. Shout out to Joel Osteen. Stop talking about. Shh. Nothing. Who's that? I like Ovaltine. I like Ovaltine. I said Ovaltine. Shout out to Ovaltine. Shout out to Ovaltine. Oh my neighbor. Ovaltine. Oh, no. Reset. Okay, this is called a reset. Reset. Safe. No, okay. Oh, wait. They're still cracking jokes. Okay. Reset. They're still cracking up. Because when you let yourself be free, this is called original spirituality. Right? Because when you learn to make self-development fun and not so serious, right? People are more open to it. And it's more about how can we help each other not just change but transform. Transformation is really difficult. It requires a lot of trust. And it's really hard to trust many people because you don't know what their intentions are sometimes. Is it to get close to you so that they can do a one-on-one with you that leads you to giving them $100 or something, right? So, right, I was really into Abraham Hicks in the beginning, but everything led to a seminar, some workshop, and I started to realize this is more like I became more of a cult following than a practitioner. Right? I became more of I became more of a fanatic than a practitioner. Because why? When you become a practitioner, you connect with the source right there and then without needing to be without needing to follow this author. Right? So this is why the message is called love your damn self. And then you know what the master taught me? Some of y'all love me too much. How can you love me if you don't even love yourself? And I'm like, word? I really respect you because you have a lot of wisdom. But it's right. How can I love you? How can I love you this much and not love myself even more than that? And so I distanced myself from the master because I recognized I was loving the master too much because he's such an amazing being. But it's the teaching, all right? We're here to help each other. We're not here to be a fanatic of some guru. We're here to practice so that we can become the light worker, that we can become the lighthouse for ourselves. And like I tell people, we're not here to scream, to tell people, love your damn self is the way. this light right here is it. When you become the lighthouse, you just shine. And if people need you, they're like, there goes the lighthouse. We should follow that light. Right? And on a stormy night, the lighthouse still shine. And the ship's like, thank you so much for the lighthouse. And the goal here, imagine there's a lighthouse in every city. And you activate yourself. You don't need people to convert to your religion. But if they do, great. If they don't, great. It's about love. And it's about love in the moment now. Sometimes we're looking so hard for love. We're looking so far. We're looking for something. We're looking for God in the sky, in the cave, in the sea, because the ego cannot believe sometimes the kingdom of God is within, because we don't practice going within. We all have love and wisdom. We just need the right person to pull it out, which is yourself. Only you can express the wisdom. You can be inspired, but you chose to listen. Like you chose to be here. You could have gone to listen to somebody else tell you link in the bio, mini reading, full reading. Right? You could have gone anywhere else, but y'all hanging out over here. And I'm honored to be in your presence. I'm doing the best I can to be a good host. And as we get comfortable, there's going to be more one-on-one live. And because why? That's the most difficult part. To engage with somebody and get to the root cause of why you're unhappy and heal the roots. And when you hear the roots, the tree begins to grow big and have fruits. Because when you begin to have fruits, you help other people feel fruitful. Because why? You become the lighthouse. And again, I practice the art of being deeply honest, because there's a lot of people telling you what you want to hear but not what you need to hear. Because oftentimes the things you need to hear, the ego doesn't like it. And so some people, when the bus stops, they will get off. And some people, they're gonna ride with you for a while. Because when you figure out how to shine brightly, you drive another bus, and we all are just doing the work wherever we need to go. Right? Because when you do the work and you have amazing results, the lighthouse shouldn't be right next to each other, right? The lighthouse should be spread out. But before we can shine that brightly, we have to learn how to maintain the light. Some people can shine for a year, but after a year they go, there's no money here, let me just not. Or I can't shine because there's no donations. If you cannot shine and do your work from the love of your heart, even when you get money, you get easily corrupted. Why? Because you're guided by the money. Use money. Don't let the money use you. Use your gifts. Use your mind. Don't let it use you. Use meditation. Don't just sit there and meditate all day thinking enlightenment's coming. Happiness is not the destination. Happiness is the journey. And the journey is now. That's from the Buddha. and smile. Yet the lighthouse also doesn't go looking for people or things to save. Dang, drop that with. Dang, shout out to Luna Tuna dropping that knowledge. I didn't say it, okay? I didn't say it. Not this time. The lighthouse also doesn't go looking for people or things to save. It simply is. That's why I'm not here to convert you or force you, because that's not love. Okay? That's not, because I went through that, right? I was like, something doesn't feel right. How do I... This thing doesn't allow me to like highlight the comment because I'm on a PC. Let's see here. Somebody is asking, what is a good form of meditation? When I meditate, I just breathe and sometimes say affirmations. That works. Okay. That works. Light of Grace says, I think it's a big reason why I love your energy, the acceptance versus controlling. Because I get it. Like when I first was immature, I was battling with religious people. And I told him, okay, I don't know anything about Christianity. Teach me. And you know what he started with? You're a sinner, right? Wait. Right? Yeah, have you committed sin? That's how you start teaching me about your religion? Right? You're a sinner, right? Because I really wanted to learn, but he started, you're a sinner, right? I'm like, wait, what? And it didn't make sense. Like, that's... But I get it. I completely understand why now, because I do study. I go into Christian lives and sit there and just listen. But I go to people debate, and oftentimes they're battling for Christian ideology or philosophy. I would just sit in Christian lives and listen, because why? I'm studying. What are they talking about? Right? The more you... Yeah, for sure. Thank you, Corn. Palusa says, what enlightenment can you share with a Christian? The truth is that Jesus is a great teacher. But it's really hard to discern because there's so many ways. Because at a certain level, right, you will perceive the scripture differently. When you're more mature, the way you discern the scripture, it's a more open and more sharp and more wisdom. When you're immature, you will read it word and you get the word instead of like, because this is why you have to study different things, whether it's Christianity. This is why there are immature people in every religion. You know why? Because there's immature people, so it's not even about the religion, right? Because there, like I said, there's amazing people in every religion. Shout out to those people, okay? Shout out to the good people who respect each other. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to the people who respect other people's religion, who don't need to yell at them. You know what I'm saying? That's what I deeply appreciate. That makes me go, wow. It makes you feel joyful to see respectful religious people, because a lot of them were just, this is the only way. You need to be saved. I'm like, wait, well, here we go. You're not the first one, right? Because and this is why we're not here to fight. Some people just choose a different map. The master told me, okay, the master is a Buddhist man. Religion is like a map. Hinduism, the Jewish map. If you're looking at 4 maps, you get lost. But if you're looking at like 1 or 2, but the moment you have too many, you're like, okay, it says go here, but this one says go here. But then this one says go here. It's like, they're both saying this way and that way. But where can we connect the dots? Oh, that's not what the Buddha's teaching. You're going beyond the teachings. Don't do that. Don't think for yourself. Don't discern for yourself. Use your life. Use your heart. Find the joy, find the love, create it, share it. Respect people. Some people are addicted to validation. Sometimes you gotta distance yourself from some people because they're attached to you, because they love you too much, because they don't love themselves. Welcoming everybody, thank you. Some people are, right? And again, some people love Jesus way more than themselves. And so, is the Jesus that you believe in, is it inside? Because if it's not, oftentimes, some people pray to Buddha in the sky. Even though the teaching says the kingdom of God is within. The way is not in the sky. The way is within. Now when you feel connection within, it's also without. That's the exciting part. But many people look for love outside, but they don't feel it within. That is me now. How do you begin self-love you once had? Does it go away with trauma? The trauma is something called the past. But the past that's painful. And we carry it because why? Because we don't know what to do with it. We don't know how to process our pain. Right? Who's taught you how to let go? This is why you see me. Okay, stop. Breathing in. Negative thoughts come in. Dark thoughts come in. We're not here to fight it. We're here to observe. I have some dark thoughts. But I choose to focus on the breath. Because in the moment, check this out. In the moment, everything is fine. Look at the beautiful lines on your hand, the oil. This is what's here. But when things are not fine, they hurt me. They use me. let go. Don't push the negative thoughts away. Watch them until... Yeah, exactly. We're not here to escape from negativity. We're here to face it and let go. The beautiful part about the Buddha is that he's not a god. He's just like you and me. I'm just another bald dude on TikTok. Right? I'm just another bald dude. I practice the teachings of the Buddha, but I realize I'm not Buddhist. I don't identify as Buddhist. I follow love within. And sometimes that's hard for people to just, wait, that's it? How do I let go? I've been teaching you the whole time. Do you have a menopause joke? It does not, the joke, I don't make the jokes up, they just come out, okay? I'm telling you. Mystic Quacker make up the joke, okay? They just come out. I don't know. Like, whenever things come out, I'm not making up jokes. It just comes out. Joke in the bio. Practice of non-attachment isn't easy. Absolutely not. Which is why it sounds so simple. Practice not being attached. What am I attached to? You can do anything, don't be attached. Ooh, anything in moderation, but most people don't even know how to moderate. They just use that quote to continue being attached. May I ask what you do for work? Yes, I do Amazon delivery with my Prius. And so whenever I live stream, right, it supports my work in online, right? So I do Amazon delivery so that I don't have to beg you for a mini reading. So that I don't have to be like, right, if you want more of this good energy, there's the one, because I've been taught to just help people. And it doesn't feel right. Doesn't feel right. Again, for some people, it's just more about what works for you. It just doesn't work for me. Some people can charge, and it works. But when you're here, you don't have to subscribe. You don't have to give or anything. That's why I love being here, because I know that you choose to be here because you feel something. You're not here because it's trendy. Like you're here because you feel connected. And so the whole goal is, okay, when you become inspired, maybe you can do your part, because there should, right? I would like to see more brothers, sisters, and people here showing up and leading, because it's not easy to lead. This is why it's more of a business, because to lead purely is extremely difficult, because as you do good, people want to collaborate with you. And they want to collaborate because why? I'm here because I like your lights. Yeah, it's nice to not be sold something. Amen to that. But of course we need money because modern day, you just need money. But don't be a slave to money, okay? Thank you, Cosmic. Thank you for your blessing. May the galaxy be with you. Shout out to Tinny Lou, also doing his part. Prudy says, do you believe in manifesting and thoughts create your reality? Oh. Do I? Yes, but if your thoughts don't come from your heart, if your thoughts, yes, your thoughts do manifest your reality. But if your thoughts don't come from a pure place, there's strings attached called karma. I help you, you help me. But if you take action from the purity of your heart, what returns? It's so, you get the treasures from the kingdom of God. And that's so magical. Right? It's so magical. Thank you, Angie. Because your heart, the heart is so powerful, it could be a radar system. How to detect BS. BS. Go the other way. And then like, oh, it's BS. Wait, God, why are you having me go to that BS energy? Somebody has to do the work. You say you wanna work for me. Hey. Because sometimes that, right? Who's gonna do the difficult work? If not you who have decided, I'm gonna be a servant. You know what I mean? It's not easy because why? You think, because people who are ignorant or don't know better, sometimes they just come to spread their agenda, criticize. It's fine. People are gonna criticize, you know. People criticize everybody. That's the nature of human beings. But when you get criticized, do you react emotionally? They said I'm a charlatan. I'm from Thailand. I'm not from Charlotte, okay? I'm from Thailand. Right? Some people are gonna come and call, oh, right? He's practicing black magic. In the scripture, you're not supposed to do that. You're like, really? That's called throat chanting, okay? It's meditation. And here's another thing. I piss off, I like trigger a lot of Buddhist people too, because I practice this thing called original Buddhism, which breaks away from, I'm inspired by all the teachings, but you create an effective version of what works for you. And so people will start questioning, and they'll start testing me about Buddhist knowledge. And the moment I start telling them what they want to hear, they're like, oh, respect, he actually knows what he's talking about. Right? But I'm not here for that. But some people come to test you. Why? Because they're not used to some random bald guy meowing to the mic, saying link in the bio, cracking jokes, and still, right? It's not normal. Because you have to learn to be original spirituality. And it takes time to cultivate how to be effective with that uniqueness, right? Yeah, people make spirituality to be so serious. Now, I used to be like, right? Whatever I'm talking about, I used to be. Welcome, Zulov. Thank you so much. My name is Brother Tanet here. We're here to love our damn self, like, right? I'm just doing what I think being spiritual is about, which is more yin energy, water type energy, because love, this is called positive vibes only, and bypassing. Sometimes you gotta be a little bit more fierce to help some people love their damn self, because all they want is what they want to hear, but not what they need to hear. Okay. What happened to him? He sounded... Wait, can you just go back to being like the other way? Welcoming ratio, charity. No, I just need you to, like, just be more yin, okay? Don't bring the fire, because sometimes people need the dragon energy, but we just like to be more like dolphin style or duck style, you know. Nothing wrong with being genuine and accepting of others, yeah. Lemat says, why do you think intuition is DEAD? You can't say that word out. Why do you think intuition is gone in people today? It's not gone. We're just more distracted in our mind. And for us to connect with our intuition, we have to learn to slow the mind, slow our brain, and allow us to just be in pure emptiness. This is why as we're talking, the moment it gets really quiet for a while, a chunk of people will leave because they're not used to just And so I'm aware of that, okay? It's not easy to just sit here in silence. Because in the beginning, when I started a meditation group, we sat quietly for 1 hour, and people did not want to show up for that. Because, you know, I'm trying to sit in silence with people for an hour, only to realize they're not going to want to show up to sit in silence for an hour with me. So God's like, why don't you bring out your crystal singing bowls and try? I'm like, okay. So people were more willing to show up when there's music, because it's hard to just sit there for an hour. If you're not used to it, if you're not practiced. And so we have meditative music. And so there's a reason that I'm doing what I'm doing. There's a reason why the jokes are coming out. Because I like the way I look at the stream, it's not even me, right? God lets you borrow some gifts. You scan everything. And it may take time to ground some energy, but the whole goal is harmony. And sometimes you can't make everybody happy. And sometimes ungrounded people create chaos. And it's about how you respond when your life becomes a little chaotic. Are we going to go to the substance or the alcohol to cope? Or do we stop, breathe, and say, thank you for my life. I'm so grateful to wake up today. Another chance to serve. When I asked the universe for a purpose, it led to, if I can inspire people on a day-to-day basis, my life would be incredible. Now, at that time, I didn't know it would be like online, in person, music, chanting, studio. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just trying to help some people because it feels great to see people happy. Yes, I used to have dreadlocks, okay? Or some people prefer the PC way, locks. Right? Growing up, we didn't worry so much about defining everything because we're not in our damn heads. Okay. Didn't expect to see you on my... Well, thank you for being here. So I had locks twice. Okay. And because why? The teachers that I studied had dreadlocks. What happened with you, Divine? Right, so I studied Michael Beckwith, who had locks. And so I was like, you know what? I really inspired by them. And my parents like, cut your hair, you look like a homeless. Instantly. Okay, instantly. For a whole year, my whole family told me to cut my hair. But when God and the universe tell you to do something, it's for... Because here's the thing. You don't have to listen to people criticize you, because people will criticize you. People criticize everybody. Some people will criticize even when you on the best looking day of your life. They're gonna criticize. 'Cause that's what people do. It's fine. As long as you're happy with yourself completely, no matter what people say, you're gonna be about your way in your joy. Now, if you have a lot of insecurities, people who are insecure will trigger that. And if you respond to these insecurities, can you believe it? On my wedding day, this girl said that. Like, enjoy your... Right? Instead of enjoying the day, we're worried about some little drama. Right? And some people, they just stir up drama because they just want your attention. They don't know how to get attention. So they cause a little drama because they're just looking for attention. Right? When babies need attention from their mama and they're not getting it, what do they do? But as you grow up, Sometimes you really need that. But you don't get it from somebody. So you start looking for a little surface level love that doesn't lead to you feeling a motherly love, because you need to learn to love your damn self. Thank you, Irony. Okay, let's see who somebody asking about shadow work first here. Can you talk shadow work? Shadow work is about what happened in the past that was negative, that you're still holding on to, that led you to forming toxic habits without you realizing it. For example, when you're constantly negative, or when you're easily irritable, or you easily get angry and sometimes maybe violent, you learn that habit from somewhere. And oftentimes it comes from father and mother, uncle, auntie. Your environment taught you. And you just, as a young child, you just watch your parents be like that. Right? And so we have to learn to go to the source and with all our heart and soul, forgive yourself for holding on to the negative energy. Forgive the people who hurt you, because hurt people. And the people that hurt people, they got hurt. So it's just a lineage of cycle of suffering and suffering. And for us to choose love, it stops that cycle. But it's really difficult. Why? Because some trauma is like extremely painful, because it's spiritual trauma that sometimes you can't even say on a live like this. You've seen things that you can't let go. But guess what? You can let go, people. If you never give up on forgiveness, on letting go, you will find your way. You can let go if you just keep doing the best that you can. But you have to be around people who also let go. And that might be very few amount of people who do. Okay. What do Buddhists believe in? The Buddhists believe in the teachings of the Buddha, the Dharma and the Sangha, plainly put, which is themselves. Yeah, all of it is within. The Holy Trinity is not in the sky. It's within. The Buddha nature is within. The community, right? The teachings, right? You have to learn to create a church within your body, right? How do you connect? Oh wait, okay. Let me. We have around 10 more minutes on here. Okay. Welcoming brother Erais, thank you for your work. I see you. Huma asks, how does someone love themselves when they feel guilty or afraid of who they are? Some have past trauma that closed their heart and minds, resulting in them losing the opportunity. If you have guilt within yourself, which I do have guilt, right? In the past. But the only way to make that better is to be an amazing person and help people, but make sure you're not serving from guilt. When you find true forgiveness, you let go of the guilt, because love is more useful than guilt. Love is more useful than guilt. How are you going to help the world with guilt? If you don't believe, you go to the moon, 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 you go to the moon. Ovaltine. Okay. So it's fine that we have guilt, because guess what? It's just a negative energy. There's two emotions, positive and negative. That's called duality. Beyond the emotions, we have this thing called the chi, the prana, the spirit energy, the etheric field, the Christ consciousness, the Buddha nature is at the center. It's what makes the yin and yang. If you don't separate it, it's just pure energy, which is already within you. Okay? I'm vegetarian. Okay? And so as you connect with the source energy, you start to realize if it's what I'm feeling is negative energy, is this what you like? I don't like it, but what is it trying to teach me? There's a lesson in a negative and a positive. So we don't want to just be like, I don't like negative, so let me just bypass and just love and light only. Really? Right? So we want to face the negativity because there's a teaching there. When we hate somebody, there's a teaching there. Why do you hate? Who taught you to hate? Does being vegetarian benefit you? Yes, it does. Because as you purify your energetic body, which means that as your body as you become a servant of God, or you start being a light worker, your energy becomes really sensitive to things. And when you're consuming dead energy, which means that you're consuming something that has suffering. Now, again, this is from, I would sit there and I could feel what I'm eating. If it has, if something is in pain and I consume the pain, I feel the pain. But many people they don't practice that, and that's fine. So this is why I'm not here to convert people to be vegetarian, right? Do what worked for you. Like I enjoy steak whenever when at one point I enjoy oysters, I enjoy fajitas. Man, my favorite place. I love fried chicken. Right, like in the past. Right, I love Wingstop. We went to Wingstop all the time. But as I begin to have deeper compassion, because as I'm consuming, I'm like, when I'm consuming this, what has to happen? And we're not here to be a perfect eater. Now, some people, maybe, right? I'm not here to be I'm here to do my best to have balance, because one thing I don't like is standing there reading labels. I'm not a label reader. I'm here to enjoy my life and not be so like, oh, I want to eat this, but it happens to have a little butter. Right? For some people, they're like, nope. But for me, I'm here to enjoy my damn life. There's milk in this tasty treat that this grandmother made. She wants me to eat it. Do I just tell her I'm vegan, it has milk? Or do I eat it out of compassion? Right? But everyone's there. I'm sharing you what I do, and what you do may be different. Right? So do you, boo. Do what makes you happy. And you don't need to be vegetarian. But in my personal experience, meat takes a lot longer to digest. And so when it takes 3 to 4 days to digest, you have a lot of dead food within your digestive system, and it slows down your digestive system, and it wears out your organs a lot more quickly. Which is why people who eat too much meat, right? Just go to the steakhouse and just people watch the amount of bulging stomachs. Because why? They have like 2 weeks of meat still in their stomach. or maybe longer. Why? Because the more well done it is, the more longer it takes to digest, because you need stomach. Again, this is the more scientific reason in all this. I just do it because why? I'm just doing my part in what I believe. Because I remember I went vegan for a month or for 3 months, and I tried eating meat one more time. I had nightmares. Like I feel the spirit of the animal that I'm eating. Yeah, exactly. What works for me may not work for you. I'm not here to tell you to believe what I believe. Like many people. Right? I don't need you to believe in what I believe. I just want to see you happy. I believe what makes your life happy. I know it's hard to believe that sometimes. There's some actually dude not trying to convert me and try to get me to believe in what he believes. Welcome to the Mystic Village. How do you deal with spiritual warfare? I focus more on love. The moment you start to use the terms like spiritual warfare, it's more like there's a battle between good and evil. Be the change you wish to see in the world, not be the complaint. Be the change, not the complaint. Some of y'all good at complaining. Some of y'all love conspiracy, but you ain't being the change. You just like to read about conspiracy. Enjoy it. Because you know why? Yes, I used to read about ancient aliens. Ancient astronaut theories say you should love your damn self, but people don't do it because they don't even want to meditate. Ancient astronaut, right? So I used to study like what were they doing in the pyramids of Giza. Dude, I know it. You see the lines in the stone? This is an advanced ancient how is that adding value to your damn life? Yeah, it's cool. Ooh, Joe Rogan, right? I thought it was cool too, but I'm like, I'm more into the damn pyramids than my own life. I was more into pyramids than improving my life, and I realized that's entertainment, right? That's entertainment. Singing bowl is going crazy, huh? Hey, you want a baby one? You want a baby shark? Thank you for all the gifts and blessings, by the way. Yeah, I'm on Twitch. The Mystic Village on Twitch. Okay, we're gonna do one flute, and I'm gonna dip because I got Amazon delivers to do. This is why, right, again. This is harmony. I enjoy Amazon deliveries. I get to be with nature. I get to see something new every day. Some of y'all go take the same way to work. Look out the same window. Drink the same thing. No wonder why your life's not inspiring. Try a different way. Refresh your life. What y'all want to hear? Native American, Japanese, Egyptian flute, triple drone, bansuri. Okay. We got 2 for Japanese. Bansuri, the Indian. We got Japanese. I see Egyptian. We got okay. We'll do one Japanese and one Egyptian flute. Sound good? And then I'm leaving because I gotta. It's 9 a.m. right now. I've been streaming for almost 3 hours now. Love your damn self. Sid Malo, Jamie, Era Eyes. Thank you so much, everybody. Thank you, everybody. Thank you for your kindness, for your love, for your time. Thank you for enjoying with me. More grounded. It's not always grounded. Sometimes it's going to be a little wild because that's just called life. I'm not here to keep you on the training wheel of the comfort zone, but how can we speak the truth that will help us heal each other and ourselves so that we can become the lighthouse for ourselves, for our family, for our city, for our country, for wherever we're at, so that we can shine on the planet. So thank you so much, and I'll see you tonight at 5 p.m. Central Time. Chia. Namaste. Thank you, everybody. Anakali, Bad Wolf. Huma, thank you for your blessing. Korn, Toby,